Hello guys, welcome to another episode of turning a $3 into a $50 account, right? So far so good on the challenge. It's been going so well, but I encountered 2 losses and 1 break even. Let me say, apart from the first trade we took, which was a win, right? So let me take you through how I was able to take these trades, right? Then we pinpoint our mistakes on how we took the losses. Sometimes the losses are always, let me say, they are inevitable, yeah. So you can't, let me say, avoid them. You just need to execute your plan and your trading strategy effortlessly, right? So whatever the outcome is, I'll just take it. So I took 2 losses from the trade. So our account is now sitting $18, right? Yeah, so that is $18, $12 point something, yeah. So let me take you through how I was able to take those trades and maybe analyze all my mistakes and how I can improve for the next level. Remember, at the beginning I said I am documenting my life here, right? So my trading journey as well too. So I am not here to lie or anything, frame anything to you. I'll just show you the process, how I'm able to take it, or even if I fail, then that's fine, right? So but let me take you through how I was able to take all those trades, right? So guys, on the first trade, this was what I was looking at. So this was the before of the trade. This was the before of the trade. Consider that. This was before of the trade. I was looking to take it off this breaker block, right? So I waited for price to engineer liquidity on the lower time frame. So, and this was the outcome of the trade, right? So this was the first loss from BTC after we were up about, let me say, $16, right? So let's look at the second trade. But let me break down this trade, right? So this was the previous day low, right? That price took out. So I said, okay, let me wait for a shift in market structure. So I had a shift in market structure here. I looked down, I didn't see any other block or any liquidity below. So I said, then let me use this breaker block as my entry. So I took my entry here, and then the lower time frame, this was the liquidity I marked here, right? But price pulled back, let me say 50% of that leg before going. So it came back to the discount price of that price leg before moving to the upside. So it didn't respected my breaker block at this moment, right? But it's fine. That's just my trading strategy. If I'm able to spot out let me say, a breaker block that has a liquidity or another block that has a liquidity, then I'll be looking to take the trade. So this was how I saw it. So then that is shifting market structure here. So this was the shifting market structure. My breaker block entering. So waited for price to engineer liquidity. Then I take it out here. But price decided to pull back into the discount price of this zone. Then move in my intent direction. So that's fine. Let's move to the second trade on GJ, right? Yeah, that was on GJ too. So let's move. So this was the second trade. It was on GJ. So I also took this trade on a breaker block, right? So if you can check, we can check. This is a breaker block. This is a breaker block. Let me make it visible. This was a breaker block, right? This last candle. So immediately price took out that significant key level. I entered my trade here. So raising a $3 account on this, I entered a trade here. Look at the stupid thing I did here. Although it's a lesson I've learned. I entered a trade here. Then the price gave me a little bit profit, and I added one, making it what 2 trades, raising $3. So when I added one, I have to make sure that those 2 trades all will be in a loss of $3, not more than that. So when price give me a little bit of profit down to here, because after this candle closure, I put my entry here. I kept my entry here. Then price came back to tag me and gave me a little bit of profit. Then I added another trade. Then price came out to what? Take it out before going my intent direction. And this was the execution. I'll show you the execution of the trade. Price took me out and went to my intent direction. So that was how I took the second loss. So if I had not taken that second entry, adding to the the first entry I took already, then this would have been a win trade, right? And this would have been a, let me say, 190 pips, right? But I did a mistake by taking another trade on the same setup, not leaving the trade to mature on itself, right? So that was just it. So let's move to the third trade I took on GG, which was now what? The fourth trade, yeah. The fourth trade, which was now a break-even trade, right? So guys, this was the fourth trade I took on GG, right? Which was the break-even trade, right? Gave us the $12 profit, then it reversed, right? So this was how I got the trade. I took it off a breaker, an order block, right? So after we had a break of structure here, this was my liquidity, then my order block, right? Unmitigated order block, which was with a fair value gap right here, right? So price came to tap this in here, and this was where it got given us that $12, then it reversed. Under normal circumstances, we shouldn't have been taken out of this trade, but because the night spread and this GJ USD, let me say GBP USD, the other pairs, normally in the night, their spreads are always wide, right? So price came back to take it out here before going to an intent direction, right? So that was just fine. All these trades was trade I took, but I wasn't available to execute them. I was in class during all those times. So I'll show you the before and after of these trades, right? The before and after of this first trade, second trade, and this third trade, right? And this was a loss. I was looking to take out this from a breaker block, and this was a loss, right? So I'll show you this. Then, this was a breaker block, yeah. So this was a trade. Normally, this was a trade that took me out before going because I took 2 trades on it, right? This was a trade that took me out. If you go to 15-minute time frame, and this trade, I wasn't available, but I had it before. I just marked it out and I was waiting for price to come. So I was in class during when this trade played out, and this one also, right? So these are the before and after of this first trade here, which I took it out on a breaker block, and again the second one on a breaker block. So that is just it. So guys, so now currently our account is sitting at $12, right? Since we encountered those 2 losses. So I'm looking to take good trades when they present themselves. I'll keep on following my trading plans and my trading rules, because I remember telling myself that I want to stay disciplined, consistent, following all my trading plans and rules, right? So I'll keep on documenting all the wins and the losses here, right? I wouldn't frame everything. I wouldn't frame anything in this channel. I'll put on all the real losses that I will encounter through all my trading journey and all the wins, right? And I'll make sure I'll drop my trading experience, or that can also help someone to understand how the market moves or revolves, right? So guys, if you do like this kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Let's grow our traders, right? So stay updated.